All right, let's move on to the next email. And the next email today comes to us from Chris, who writes, love your show and have followed you since AMC. Well, thank you so much, Chris. Your view on movies tends to be similar to mine, so with 2 kids, I love having you to filter out the movies I don't want to see. I personally hope the Green Lantern story is changed up. I would love to see Steve Trevor return as Green Lantern. Say the ring found him just before or after the plane exploded. Do you think there is a chance that is happening? If not, why is he back in 1984? Well, let's talk about the last part of your question there. If it's not Green Lantern, then how on earth did he get back to 1984? Remember, this is a comic book movie. And this is part 2, where in the first movie, the first Wonder Woman movie, you had these 2 deity gods floating in the sky, throwing lightning bolts at each other. That's the world this happens in. How does Steve Trevor come back into 1984? There are a million different ways you can explain it in a universe where Greek gods floating in the air going, yeah, I shall turn mankind against themselves, and throwing lightning bolts and trucks at each other. In that world, there are millions of possible explanations about how Steve Trevor gets back in 1984. I'm not worried about that part. That's not the part that worries me. Thousands and thousands and millions of options at their disposal as to explain how Steve Rogers is alive in 1984. So I'm not worried about that part. The Green Lantern part is... it's intriguing. I don't think so. Now remember, this probably all stems from the fact that a while ago, there was a lot of rumors going around before he was cast in Wonder Woman that Chris Pine was being looked at a long time ago for a Green Lantern role. So that has sparked some people wondering, hey, could Steve Trevor be Green Lantern? You could. That makes it inconsistent with a lot of things. First of all, I could be wrong about this, but I don't believe being a ring bearer, Lord of the Rings term, I don't believe being a ring bearer of one of the power rings makes you immortal. I don't think it stops you from aging. I could be wrong about that, but I don't remember that. I could be completely off base about that, but that wouldn't stop Steve Trevor from aging and being a really, really old man in 1984. So I'm not sure that makes any sense. Plus, it changed it up. Look, and I think that there are a lot of Green Lantern fans out there who, hey, if you want to do a Kyle Rayner Green Lantern, fine. You want to do a John Jones Green Lantern? John Jones, that's Martian Manhunter. Sorry about that. You want to do a John Stewart Green Lantern? That's fine. You want to do like the classic Green Lantern? That's fine. I think if you all of a sudden threw a massive curveball and said Steve Trevor was Green Lantern, I think you might piss off a lot of fans. Could be possible. I mean, it's an interesting story hook. It could be, but I think it's so inconsistent with the comics that it would run the risk of alienating a lot of the Green Lantern fans. And there's a lot of hey, you want to make a Guy Gardner Green Lantern? Fine. Like, there's a lot of Green Lanterns you could do. But I think going a Steve Trevor one is probably something they're not doing. So I wouldn't put the likelihood of that very high. All right, let's move on to the last email of the day.